you got the general manager's tour today, lucky you. Lawrence always gives the tours with actual information. You're gonna get the tour today where you learn everything you didn't know you wanted to know about the East Rock. Thanks for coming. This is a pretty cool reunion weekend. It's nice to have everybody back here and doing what we used to do very well here. So it's cool to be able to be a part of bringing that back. Last year was just kind of a bum year for everybody, but it's good to have you all here. So if at any point you have questions, I will be glad to give you the best answer that I can. What we'll do is we'll just kind of go through and I'll tell you some of the things that are going on if you don't know, and some of the things we have plans that we may not have, really said to too many people yet, but you are in the Freight House. I'll say this, how many here have taken like a shop tour here before, or, okay. It's probably been a few years, a lot of you, if you haven't been volunteering here to see all the progress, but that is all due to a whole lot of people working very hard from the Friends and with the few employees that we do have here at the railroad, and a whole lot has happened in the last 16, 18 months, and that is a huge credit to the Friends and what not only your money but your volunteer hours does for this railroad and what the foundation appreciates greatly. The board of directors, I get emails from them about the minute that the newsletter hits email. They read it, they look, they see. Most of the board of directors is actually here this week for various meetings and things, and they are very, I can tell you, they appreciate what the Friends do and are excited to see where we're going to go, in the future. So thank you for that. A lot of what we're doing now, you can see if you rode the train, we're starting to unload over on this side of with the trolley museum. And so, a lot of tourist railroads have a train ride. You get on the train, you get off, and that's the whole extent of the experience. Well, here we have a whole lot of things that can be shown and experienced for people, not just rail fans, but the general public. And part of the idea is going into the next season is that we will be landscaping some of the area out here in this triangle area. We're going to put platforms in and lights and trees and a little picnic area, so where when people ride the train to the Grove, they can come back, they get unloaded over here at the trolley museum, which then kind of gives them more reason to want to ride the trolleys. And then also our shop tours are now starting in this building. And, it's been, with the Friends stabilizing it and finishing it up really last year, now makes this a usable space. And as you can see, we're starting to collect various boxes and crates and things. And what we'd like to do is just start telling the story of what the railroad did beyond just hauling iron ore and coal and lumber. Is you see the standard gauge box car out there. That's the first one we go. We have another one coming, but the idea is to actually have we're going to rebuild the platform that was out here out the backside, park the box car there, and then be able to use this space to demonstrate, all the different things that the railroad hauled beyond just coal. And so I don't know why I didn't think of this yesterday. If anybody ever comes across, shipping crates and things of this nature that you'd love to donate to the cause, we're all ears and would love to have unique things like that. They shipped everything from flour and sugar to, in the later years, Crosley televisions that we have pictures of them hauling. And which is such a neat thing with the railroad is that you have an 1880s era combination car. In 1954, somebody got a brand new black and white television that was delivered in an 1880s era car. But that's what makes the place so unique. We have so many documents of what they shipped here. And so to be able to make a display in a boxcar of different things that would have been shipped, and that to tell the story of the life before Amazon and FedEx, So really the tours will start here, but the idea is the experience becomes more than just an hour-long train ride. And what we're finding now is like especially on the busier weekends where the parking lot is full, is that people don't leave. They're here for 2, 3, 4 hours sometimes, taking speeder rides and trolley rides and shop tours, which is a great thing, but it's causing us to think of alternatives. So the experience is what we're trying to sell. Even with our events like the Christmas and Coal Country event that we started last year, we're going to expand on it this year. That area over here also becomes a place for vendors and things for events, and so this year we're trying that all the vendors that come in are going to dress in like 40s or 50s era garb, to just kind of make the whole thing fun. And so really that's where it's all starting, you know, it's just becoming a much bigger thing, and realizing the potential that the place always had and be able to develop that. We've been selling shop tours at the point of which we had to start adding tours. And one day, I think Lawrence and I did 5 tours in one day for one of the events, and it was a lot of people. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I know that we're averaging about 25% of the people that buy a train ticket do the shop tour. And we're getting so many good reviews from people, you know, about the shop tours, that we want to just keep developing that, because that's really the interesting part of the railroad, is not just the train rides. So, any questions about anything we might be doing, you know, here? We have another standard gauge box car that will be coming. We went on a search for them, you know, about 6 months ago. This one, like I said, came from the Kiski Junction Railroad out near Pittsburgh. We have another Pennsylvania box car coming from Lewistown that Norfolk Southern has donated to us. So eventually, both will probably be outfitted with transfer trucks. Right now, we do not have a functional pair of transfer trucks. The ones that were left in Mount Union were pretty bad shape, so we're going to have to actually fabricate new ones out of spare trucks that we have. The good thing is we have blueprints to be able to do that, and so they'll both have the trucks, and I'm assuming both of them will be functional, but one will probably live its life right here, and the other one will just get out when we feel like getting it out. So we're still looking for a gondola. If somebody can find me a Pennsylvania Railroad gondola, I'd be happy with that. Any questions right now? This is easy. Andy, no question? I figured Andy'd have a question back there.
I'll ask it in private later.
But yeah, now we can meander outside, I guess, if you'd like, and start around over towards.
I'm sure they probably have one somewhere. They probably just don't have it.